I am absolutely thrilled to announce today that Kim Pate is joining us as the Director of Intercollegiate Athletics. And this is one of the best things to have happened to University of Indianapolis. So before I say just a few words, I'd like you to join me in welcoming her and giving her a huge round of applause. So I know that you're not looking forward to listening to me. You listen to me all the time. I hope that in the next few minutes you'll actually hear from Kim, and that's who you're really looking forward to listening to. But I did want to say a few things about her that'll help you understand the kind of person, the kind of leader, the kind of partner to UIndy that we are bringing to campus. And I'm really grateful to you, Kim, for accepting this offer. We were looking for a few specific things. We were looking for someone who had worked in Division II athletics, or athletics of this caliber, because we are so proud of what we accomplish here. And we were looking for someone who was not just a leader in athletics, but who had really demonstrated excellent outcomes in integrating athletics with academics, because that's what we pride ourselves on. We were also looking for someone who would help build this great storied institution and take it to the next level, who understood fundraising, who understood how to work with clients, who understood how to work with students and with coaches, with people on campus. And when we were looking for it, Rick, who's here, who helped lead the search, thank you, he said, "Tanuja, you're looking for a unicorn." And I said, we are looking for someone who's exceptionally gifted, but who also brings this great sense of purpose. And in Kim, we found her. If you look at her resume, it is too impressive to read from, but I would like to mention a few things about her that particularly impressed me. She has seen an athletic program that is but multiple athletic programs that are outstanding in terms of their athletics, but they're equally impressive in terms of student outcomes. Every place she has been to, and that's our commitment, every place she has been to, she has helped raise the overall GPA of students from whatever it was before to something that we can all take great pride in. So that part is really exceptional. The second part, when there's a winner, you realize that nationally people know who's a winner. She has won more awards, and she has served on more things with NCAA than I will care to remember. But I do want to acknowledge her most recent award in 2023. She was named the Cushman Wakefield NCAA Division II Athletic Director of the Year by the National Association of Collegiate Directors of Athletics. And that is quite an impressive accomplishment. She has raised, very, very important to a president, a lot of money to support athletic facilities, to help build programs, to help grow programs and take them really to that next level. So for that, I believe that we have just the perfect partner, the perfect leader to lead the University of Indianapolis athletics. And I will not say more because I know she has a lot to share on her background. I welcome her family to the University of Indianapolis. Please now join me in giving the best round of applause that you can possibly give to Kim Pate, our new athletic director.
This day could not have come fast enough. I am so excited to be with you here today. First, I want to express my appreciation for you being here to show support. I've experienced such a warm welcome. And first off, I want to recognize Rebecca Gilliland, who has gone above and beyond to make sure that my start here was seamless. And it's evident to me, Rebecca, that you have done an amazing job of leading this program and leaving it in as good a shape as possible in this short period of time. And I know on behalf of the coaches and athletic staff and student athletes, they are incredibly grateful. And I am as well, and I look forward to being a tremendous partner with you as we make this not only a smooth transition, but we continue to work together in the future. Let's give Rebecca a huge round of applause. Well, I want to thank Dr. Singh and the search committee. I see a number of you here with us today, really for just entrusting me with this incredible opportunity. I'm beyond excited and humbled to be able to serve the University of Indianapolis, athletics department here. It is a huge privilege for me. So I have had UIndy on my radar for over 12 years. When I was at the University of Illinois Springfield, 3 hours west, serving as the AD there for 5 years, I had the privilege of getting to know Dr. Sue Willey. Sue she's a legend, right? I see her name, obviously, on the volleyball court. You know her better than I do. But she had a tremendous impact on me and was a big part of my journey as an athletic director. She mentored me early on in my career. She's a role model, and she's arguably one of the top ADs and leaders in all of college athletics. And so I can't tell you how humbled I am. I had the opportunity to sit in her, in her office where she would have sat. It is truly a privilege to be able to follow in her footsteps. And for me, I want to ensure that not only do I celebrate her, but I honor her legacy. And so that's something that will be really important to me, and will continue to do that. But Sue built this program into a premier Division II program, competing nationally in all facets. Obviously, competing in the Learfield Cup, competing for the GLVC All Sports Trophy, multiple national championships, conference championships, really developed UIndy into an all-around powerhouse. But on top of that, she also prioritized academic success and winning the right way. I have a little story about Dr. Willey. I was probably in my first year as an AD at UIS, and she called me up and she said, "Kim, we had a problem last night." And I said, "Yes, Dr. Willey, I want to hear all about it." And so she told me about an issue where we had one of our soccer players who used inappropriate language in front of the crowd. I think there were family members. She said, "We have young kids at our matches, and this is not how we operate here." And that sent a powerful message to me as an AD, where I went, not only do I need to set a standard for athletes, how they carry themselves in and out of the classroom and on the field, I need to think about sportsmanship and things like that. And so Sue always challenged me and challenged, I think, anyone around her to be better. And so that's my first encounter with Dr. Willey. But I'm excited for this opportunity to be able to follow in her footsteps in many ways. And my goal is to make her incredibly proud and to be able to uphold everything that she had established here as far as the culture and the commitment to winning and excellence. Well, part of my decision to come here wasn't just Dr. Willey. That's what got me intrigued and interested in this opportunity. But when I got on campus, I realized I think that I was a good fit for UIndy, and UIndy was a good fit for me. I felt like there was tremendous alignment from what I value as a athletic administrator, for the experience and for the impact that I wanted to make on a campus and on an athletic department. Really came down to three things for me. First off is just a commitment to the student-athlete experience, providing a best-in-class student-athlete experience, providing a well-rounded student-athlete experience where students are fully immersed in the academic experience and leaders on campus, and being able to then translate to the field or the court. I also, for me, it's always been important. I think the greatest opportunity we have in sport, and really through the platform of college athletics, is to be able to help shape and develop student athletes for the next chapter in their life, be it their careers, leaders in their communities. For me, that's important. And I felt like UIndy aligned with my commitment to developing student athletes. That's important for me. Secondly, just a commitment to excellence. Gosh, I am so amazed at what this university accomplished in the last 3 years without leadership. I spoke with fluctuation leadership. I spoke with one of my colleagues, and she's like, "I don't think they need you, Kim. They've been winning at a high level without you." But that really is a testament to the coaches and the staff in this university, that the culture has stayed strong, but there is a commitment to excellence. For me, it's important that student athletes have the opportunity to compete for championships and to compete at the highest level. And so for me, I want to be somewhere where there is a commitment to national excellence, competing at the top of the Learfield Cup standings, competing for conference and NCAA championships. That is important to me. I want to give student athletes that experience. That makes a difference, not only while they're here, it shapes them. They learn how to win at a high level on the field or on the court. They also learn how to win in the classroom and how to compete in the classroom and how to compete for careers and jobs. I think that's a tremendous opportunity, and I want to be somewhere where there's a commitment to excellence. But not just on the field or on the court, also in the classroom. And I was really excited to see that there is a high-performing academic standard already here. To be honest, it matches where I came from. 3.4, 3.35, somewhere in there, right, coaches? Now, I will say that Chris's GPA for football is pretty impressive, 3.22? Okay, I think our football program got up to a 3.2 last year, but I'm not sure it was a 3.22. So that is what I want. I want every program to aspire to have a 3.2 GPA or higher, that we're able to attract some of the best and the brightest, right? You as coaches know that UIndy sells itself, not only because of athletics, but because of the experience they're going to get in the classroom and the opportunity, the rigor, and the opportunity to develop academically. So that was important to me. And then finally, it's important for me, my goals and my aspirations to be a part of being somewhere that wants to be a leader. And so a leader in Division II, become a model program where, quite honestly, we want to be the best in Division II in all ways. In athletically, academically, fundraising, marketing, everything we do, we want to be at the top of Division II. And so that does, that does require, I think, a special culture, a special group of people, leaders, talent. But I want to be somewhere where there's that commitment to be the best. And that's why I chose UIndy. Those are the three primary reasons I chose. But the final tipping point for me really was when I had the opportunity to meet everyone on campus, invest time with the coaches and the search committee and the administrative team. I believe that success drives from three things. First and foremost, it's people, it's talent, okay? Success comes from having strong leaders in the seat. Great talent on the field, and I think of our coaches, they can't win without a starting lineup. They've got to have talent. They also have to have great leadership in the locker room. It's the same thing. We could have the absolute best facilities, the biggest operating budget, but if we don't have talent, we're not going to achieve our potential. And so for me, what tipped me over the edge to accept this opportunity is the people. So I believe that with people, we can accomplish something really special. When we're all rowing together, the same common goals, and we can do something that we could not even imagine was possible. And so for me, the tipping point was the people. I believe together we can accomplish something special that will have a lasting and transformative impact on this university, and most importantly, the student athletes. And so that's why I chose to become a Greyhound. I will tell you that I didn't have to change my wardrobe. So I have been the exact same red for our marketing folks in the room, PMS 201. Got it. That's what I've been living with. So I'm excited to be able to continue my colors and to be able to cheer on the Greyhounds. As Dr. Singh mentioned, my family, we're all in. Now, my husband, we've been married 28 years, and we have a 13-year-old daughter. She is locked in for middle school, 8th grade, finishing up with her friends, and she plays volleyball. So we're going to be back and forth a little bit for the next 7-8 months, but you'll meet them. They're going to love it here, and they're going to just enjoy being a part of this community and certainly a part of what we're going to build. So finally, I just want to close just with a couple thoughts on really how we're going to achieve something special. This is just a framework to get started, but this is sort of I'm a very process strategic thinker, and so I'm going to sort of outline a framework for you that will shape as we start to really embark on the planning endeavors. But first and foremost, I want to build on the strong foundation and the culture that is already here. There's no doubt that there is so many great pieces in place. This is one of the premier D2 programs in the country, okay? But there's always room for improvement. Do y'all agree? I've walked around the facilities and I have all kinds of ideas for how we can elevate the student experience here. And I look forward to being able to work with this group to be able to do that. But we have to have strong culture. I mentioned people win. The other two things that I think are important is culture and character. When you have strong culture, you have a commitment to character, which is about developing student athletes' character and recruiting the right people to be a part of our family, right? And we have talent, we're going to do some really special things. And so we're going to focus on strengthening our culture. Secondly, we're going to focus on investing in people. Y'all know how I feel about people. That really is about relationships. I want to be able to retain the best and the brightest, okay? Coaches, administrative staff, and student athletes. We're in one of the, I will say, craziest times in college athletics and arguably higher ed. The transfer portal and the transient nature of students. And certainly coaches moving around and jumping to Division I. My goal would be to make UIndy the best D2 job in the country, where nobody would ever want to leave here unless they got a great opportunity at the next level. And we would celebrate and honor you as you embarked on that. But we'd first want to try to keep you. So we want to make UIndy the best D2 job in the country. We also want to make it the best D2 school in the country to be able to retain our student athletes and graduate them at a high level. Third, we want to instill a growth mindset and a relentless drive for excellence, okay? As I shared with the coaches and staff in our staff meeting earlier today, there is no finish line in the pursuit of excellence. You never arrive, okay? For those of you who maybe who have embarked on a marathon, you like to see a finish line, right? But fortunately and unfortunately, in athletics and in any pursuit of excellence, it never ends, right? You could be number 2 in the country, and number 3 is on your heels. Number 5 is on your heels, because they want to be number 1. And so I want to create an environment and a culture where we're focused on how we continually get better, continuously improve, and elevate. And for my strength coach in the room, we're going to raise the bar, okay? Yes, let's celebrate that. Come on. So we're going to continue to look to drive excellence. Our student athletes deserve that, right? We want to give them every possibility to be successful, and we want to give them the best possible experience. And for that, we're going to need to continue to elevate the experience. We're going to have to increase external revenues and funding. There's really, we cannot elevate if we don't increase, okay? It goes hand in hand, and so we'll make that a priority. And then finally, we want to create alignment. This is honestly where the magic happens, okay? We'll map out a strategic plan a bold strategic plan with very clear strategic initiatives. I'll clarify who we are, where we're going, and how we're getting there for our coaches and staff and all stakeholders. That'll be black and white for everyone to understand. But we got to get everybody rowing together, from Dr. Singh and the Board of Trustees to the cabinet, all the way down to our head coaches and administrative team, and then all the way to our student athletes, where they understand who we are, what we're about, where we're going, and what we value here. They understand the direction. We also are going to need our alumni and the community to embrace that and to grab hold of it. When we can do that, we can do really special things. This became apparent to me after 2022. We embarked on renovation of our football lacrosse stadium. We set out to raise $20 million for this project. The university had never raised more than $9 million for any project for anything at any time. And so we were able to get to 16 million and to be able to really build one of the top D2 facilities in the country. I just remember realizing, how did we pull this off? It all came down to alignment and being able, where president, myself, the board, coaches, we were all lockstep and rowing together. And so I know special things can happen, but not without alignment. And so that'll be something I'll prioritize. In closing, I just want to share that my intention is to be the absolute best partner across campus. I want to collaborate with all the different units and areas, faculty. We cannot do this alone. We have to be working together. And I also recognize that there is a very bold and exciting strategic plan for the university. Athletics is going to be a part of supporting that as well. I think it's important that we're rising together. We cannot do this on an island. We have to make sure as we're getting better, so is the university, and vice versa. So I look forward to working with everybody. Thank you for coming out. Stick around. I'd love to meet all of you. If I haven't already had that opportunity, I hope I'll have that opportunity shortly. And go Hounds. Thank you.